Yeah, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we'll be looking at search in JavaScript. How do we do a proper search, especially in the front end, when you are given a bunch of data and you have to um, search based on the amount of maybe characters that are entered, as it entered, as it enters, you have to search and search and search like that. So how do you do that? Now we'll be working with a bunch of data here. I could just change this back to JS instead of TypeScript. Okay. All right, great. I've added this data. I got this data from um, Material UI for React. This is some of their data, so I just lifted it and dropped it here. All right, we'll be using it in a bit, but for now, um, how do we go about doing this? So it is simple, and what we'll be using here is regex. All right, so for now we'll create an array of maybe words, right? So let's do array of words, and inside of that I could use my name, Joko. There's Samson. There's Ebere. What else? You can use Plenty, which is my nickname, and stuff like that. Great. Now that we have this, we want to now create the function that will search. So let's create that function and call it search search items, and say this is equal to this function. And down inside of the function, what do we want to do inside of the function? The first thing we want to do is to get the search word that we are going to be using to match. So that means we need to pass in search word here, search word, or search term is better, search term. Let's make sure you do this properly. And now we want to normalize this search term. So what do we mean by normalize? We want to get rid of every white space that is inside of that search term. So for us to do that, we do a const normalize term like so, and we see this is equal to, let's make sure this works fine. Okay, great. Normalize, and this is equal to search term dot lowercase. Let's make sure we convert this to lowercase. So to lowercase. All right. You could convert this both to lowercase or to uppercase, but either way it will work. We just want to make sure that we don't have to deal with those that have higher case, lowercase, uppercase, and stuff like that. All right. Then the next thing we want to do is to now get rid of the white spaces. All right. So for us to get rid of the white spaces, we do a dot replace. And what are we doing inside of the dot replace? We want to use a regex. Now for the regex here, we'll be using a / and backward slash, and then we'll put x plus, and then close it with a / and then put g for global, and then comma, we then put a quotation mark. Now this quotation mark means that we want to replace anything that is a white space with nothing. That means we'll get rid of any white space we see, basically. All right. Now the next step is now to filter each of the words that we are given using this normalized term now that no longer have a white space. All right. So now we'll do, all right, let's just do const results. Now we can use a return actually. So return words dot filter like so. In case you need a tutorial to understand when and how you should use filter, I have a tutorial. I will link it to the description below. So now we are taking each word, what we want to do for each word is to also normalize it. So we do a word dot, same thing we did up there, to lowercase dot replace like so, and then we do the same regex. Make sure you escape it like so, and do an s plus, which means white space, and then replace it with nothing. So here we're making sure that we are replacing every white space with nothing. And then we now check if this new word that we have includes the normalized word. All right. So normalize them. Let me make sure I format this properly. All right, great. So anything that matches this condition here would definitely be returned. All right. So let's call our function here. Okay. Let's call our function and say search term, and then we pass in the words like so. Great. We want to make sure that we console.log what we're doing here, the log, like so. And this should work. Console.log, this should work. Hopefully. Oh, sorry, we are passing in the search term, not the words. So let's do some search term here and save. So let's run our code like so and see we get a match for Samson. Now let's just put a character here, which is A, and save it. It should return each word in this our array that has that character. So let's try it again. It still returns Samson because just Samson has that character. All right. Now
here's what I found.
Oh, good. All right. Now let's use E. E appears in at least 2 words, so we use E, save it, and then let's try again. Now it returns for us a berry, and it returns for us plenty. Now we want to use, say, set of words. Let's see. There is okay. So we could just use ER like so, and then save it. Then let's try it out. ER, then it picks for us a berry because a berry contains that ER inside of it. All right. So it's same thing for, we could use it for NT. We could try NTY. NTY. You see, so it's not like organized, but it works. Series. All right. Let's try it again. Node index, and you see it returns for us the plenty as we have requested it to be. All right. Now that is it if we are trying out an array of words like this. So but how about if we want to try out a data like so. All right. So because I've not initialized this, I'll just copy this. All right. And I'll paste it somewhere inside of here. This is going to be really long, but we'll get what I'm saying in a moment. All right. So I'll now let me change this to const data. Now I am imagining that this is the kind of data you get when you request item from, say, a database or from an API endpoint. All right. So this is usually what it looks like. So how do you try to match this inside of that code? All right. So notice that each of them has the label and the year like so. All right. So let's close that off and come back here and repackage our search term. All right. So for us to repackage this, we need to change everywhere we have words to data. All right. So here we have words, we change it to data. All right. Now, how do we make sure we are matching the right thing? So we need to do word dot label. All right. So once you do word dot label dot to lowercase, everything should work fine. So inside of this search term, we can try a THD, and this should return for us every word that have THD. So let's try it, and notice that every word that has THD, of course, all the word there has THD. So, but let's try something that might not be common. Let's try silence. So let's try that. Let's clear this. Make sure you save this, and then you hit enter. It returns for us just one of them. And then what else do we have there? We could search God, right? God. We have more than one with that God, so we try God, save it, and then call it again. And you notice that it has up to 3 that matches the God as we have added it. Now, it is also possible, if you choose to search in more than one how do I put it, for more than one value, kind of. That's just it. So you could choose to also do a multiple set. So let's give that a shot. All right. So this place we did the return. All right. Great. Now, so what happens if you want to search using more than one field? So say for example, now we have the year part, right? So we want to make sure that we are searching both of them. So let's say a person enters year instead of entering the number. We want to make sure that it also matches us, stuff like that. So what we are going to do this time around is to come here and add the double what I call it slash or so, but the standing one anyway. And then come down here, and then we want to do word dot year. Now, if we try word dot year, first of all, because we know it's a number, this we can't do the dot lowercase, and we also can't do the dot includes. But let's try it out so that you see how it all plays out. So to dot lowercase, like so, and then to let's just take up everything that is here, like so, and then replace what we have here. Okay, and then we paste it. So everything remains the same. We are just adding the or here, which means either this or this. And then let's save this and run this code. Okay, so let's run this code. And now we are running into a problem where it tells us that year.lowercase is not a function. So the main problem here is because the year is a number, as we could see it here. So for us to work on this, we need to come to this place and do a dot to lowercase, sorry, to string. We do to string to convert the number to a string. So once you convert it to a string, it now has all the properties of a string. So we save it and try this again. So we run this again, and you notice that it now gives us the result that we want. Now, if we decide to add a year here instead of what's the name, the normal words or string, so we do the 19. So we could add 5 here. I think there should be multiple items here with 5. So hit it again. Notice that it returns for us those years that has a 195, 195, 195. Now, this is all happening here. We are all making sure that we convert year here to string so that everything match. We want to make sure that we follow it through. If you choose to convert here to a number, you still have to deal with the fact that here this is a number and needs to be converted to a string. So you just bear this in mind as you try to manipulate and make your search more robust, as the case may be. So that is it for this tutorial, and this is how to do a proper search in JavaScript. You could apply this to data that you retrieve from the database. Now, if you want me to make a video for React search, please let me know. Drop comments in the comment box, and like, share, subscribe for this video. Sorry, for my YouTube channel, so that you get these updates as soon as they come. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.